minutes. There's no time to waste. Get on the computer, put the information out, and let's go. Jim Raw with Facing Fentanyl is one of our trusted and highly respected advocates. He knew long before most of us have stood here, the capabilities of fentanyl poisoning, the capabilities of its destruction. He's been loud. He's never backed down. He's encouraged us to speak out, and still they don't listen. Now they're listening. The narrative is changing. Everybody, Jim Raw.
Thank everybody for being here. Our son Tom died in 2015 with an overdose or a poisoning of acetyl fentanyl that was sent by the Zhang drug trafficking organization in China. That shipment was traced back to the Chinese government, and in 2017, Matt Cronin and the Justice Department went to China and prosecuted them for his murder. They prosecuted for 3 days, they deliberated for 15 minutes, and they set the Zhangs free. They're still manufacturing fentanyl over in China and shipping it here to our detriment. This is an outrage. We've decided that in order to stop this blight, that we would look for a inescapable policy. So we designated fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction. And that's what we're pushing for, because this can go not just to these individuals, but this can be dispersed in the air, food, or water supply. And with the amount that they're able to make, it's an unlimited amount because it's based upon petrochemicals. It's derived from aniline, which is a base material for making all kinds of rubber and plastics. I'm in the rubber and plastic business, so I'm well aware of how fast and how easily this can be manufactured and distributed. Fentanyl has become the #1 killer of 18 to 45-year-olds. My organization had to dig through all the CDC data to pull that statistic out, which changed the whole viewpoint of how and what was happening to the United States. Right now, 7.5% of U.S. adults are using fentanyl. That's 19 million people. 4.5% are intentional, and 2.5% are non-intentional. So they're being killed at an unbelievable rate. Since 2014 to 2024, 870,000 have died. Just last year, 74,000 died, and it also destroyed all families and friends. Because when somebody loses their children, they lose their lives. They're no longer the same. They're no longer funny. They're trying to cope with whatever grief that they're having, and you become abandoned. The only other people who will speak to you are those who have suffered the same, because you're so amazingly hurt. DEA seizures of fentanyl this year are 60 million pills and 8,000 pounds of powder. That's enough to kill our population many times over. And I'm afraid that fentanyl is being stockpiled in the United States, and it's going to be deployed in mass casualty events in order to destabilize our country, while China does its own evil in taking land and taking countries and influencing the world and destroying democracies through this slow motion poison and through other means. There's a potential 500,000 deaths from 2.2 pounds of fentanyl and 50 million lethal doses from carfentanil. It's 100 times stronger, and carfentanil is showing up all over the country. Every day I search the web for fentanyl news, and every day I'm finding carfentanil, here, there, everywhere. And that's on the Organization of Chemical Weapons, OPCW, and it's on the top of the list. This is a chemical that is unadministratable because you can't cut it far enough. My main concern in asking for WMD is my fear of bad actors being able to disperse this material into the general public, either by drones or entering the food supply, or it could even be emulsified and put into the water supply. This is a threat to all of the country. That's why the WMD designation is so incredibly important. It's a confrontation that won't allow wiggle room. This has to be done. The U.S. government's first duty is to protect its citizens, and that involves the FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, ONDCP, and the military. So we're going to get the military to go after this, go after these poisons, go after the perpetrators, and to go after the money. WMD allows you to go after any type of bank accounts in the world under the current negotiations that we have with our foreign governments. So, standing together, we must force our government and implore them that this is a weapon of mass destruction, which is a concrete solution and an affirmation of our power and our ability to stop this poisoning in the United States. And this is why we're here, is to put an end to this, to confront the evil that's being done to us, and to show the world that we're not going to take this anymore. We're going to stand up for ourselves. We're going to do the necessary means in order to shut this down, even if it includes the military. And this should be done as quickly as possible, because as I look at the stockpiling in the United States, this becomes more and more and more imminent day by day.
It's my honor to introduce a dear friend of mine, Amy Neville.